Have you ever woken up at 3 a.m. to the heavy, unblinking stare of your cat resting mere inches from your face? Or perhaps it is the sudden, frantic galloping down the hallway that sounds like a herd of miniature wild horses. Maybe it is the relentless swatting at your toes hidden securely under the blankets, or a mournful, drawn-out meow echoing endlessly from the dark, empty living room. You roll over, exhausted, bleary-eyed, perhaps a little frustrated, and you ask yourself in the silence, why are they doing this? Are they just trying to annoy me on purpose? But what if I told you that your cat is not trying to ruin your precious sleep? What if, instead, that midnight crying is actually a desperate, instinctual plea for connection? What if your beloved cat is experiencing a profound sense of isolation, and they are waking you up because they simply do not know what else to do with themselves in the dead of the night? Today, we are going to dive deep into the fascinating, shadow-filled world of your cat's biological clock. We are going to uncover the evolutionary secret your feline friend has been quietly keeping from you. More importantly, I am going to reveal the exact, science-backed, one thing you can do every single evening to perfectly align your cat's natural rhythms with your own. By implementing this highly specific nighttime ritual, you will not only reclaim your sleep, but you will also ensure your cat never feels lonely, bored, or anxious in the dark ever again. Are you ready to understand your cat like never before? Let's step into their secret world. To truly understand why your feline companion behaves like a tiny, chaotic tornado when the sun goes down, we have to travel back in time. We need to look deeply into their evolutionary ancestry. Your modern house cat, despite their plush velvet beds and gourmet meals, still shares an overwhelming amount of their genetic makeup with the North African wildcat. In the harsh reality of the wild, these incredibly stealthy, solitary ancestors were highly efficient crepuscular hunters. This means their biological programming hardwires them to be most active in the twilight hours, right before the sun rises in the morning and just after it dips below the horizon each evening. When your busy household finally shuts down for the night, the lights go out, the television turns off, and you climb under the covers to rest. For you, this signifies the end of a long, exhausting day. But for your cat's internal biological clock, the stage has just been perfectly set for the hunt. They are suddenly wide awake, their predatory senses dramatically heightened, their pupils dilated to catch the faintest glimmer of ambient light. And what do they find? A completely silent, unstimulating, and entirely unresponsive environment. This sensory desert is incredibly confusing for a magnificent creature built for action. A lifestyle of indoor confinement with a severe lack of environmental enrichment predisposes our cats to sleep all day out of sheer dullness, only to wake up at night and desperately seek their owner's attention. When they paw persistently at your face or knock a water glass off the nightstand, it is absolutely not out of malice. It is a direct manifestation of understimulation and a critical lack of structured outlets for their raw, predatory instincts. They are feeling incredibly lonely in the profound quiet of the night, and you are the only interactive, living part of their world. So, how do we successfully bridge the massive gap between your necessary need for 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep and your cat's primal, undeniable urge to patrol the shadows? The answer lies in a comprehensive ethological strategy that top animal behaviorists refer to as the depths of the night enrichment ritual. This is the transformative one thing you must do every single evening. It is a carefully choreographed sequence of events intricately designed to satisfy their deepest physical and psychological needs, leaving them utterly content, biologically satisfied, and ready to sleep exactly when you do. This powerful ritual relies heavily on the natural feline predatory sequence, famously popularized by renowned cat behaviorist Jackson Galaxy as hunt, catch, kill, eat, groom, sleep. To synchronize your cat's internal biological rhythms with your human schedule, you must deliberately and actively trigger this sequence just before you go to bed. Here is exactly how you execute it. About an hour before your own bedtime, you initiate the crucial hunt phase. You must engage your cat in an intensive, highly interactive play session for about 15 to 20 minutes. Use a wand toy or a feather lure to perfectly mimic the erratic, unpredictable movements of a bird or a scurrying mouse. Make them stalk, stare, and vigorously chase their prey across the room. Most importantly, you must allow them to successfully catch and kill the physical toy. Letting them safely sink their teeth and sharp claws into their prey provides immense tactile satisfaction and releases a massive flood of calming endorphins. This intense physical exertion rapidly drains their surplus energy, officially satisfying the wild, raw cat hiding within. But the evening ritual absolutely does not stop at play. Next comes the most critical metabolic trigger of the entire sequence, the eat phase. If you are currently leaving a large bowl of dry kibble out for your cat to graze on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you are inadvertently fueling their midnight madness. Free feeding continuously keeps the feline body in a perpetual state of low-level digestion, making their daily energy peaks entirely unpredictable and chaotic. To fix this issue permanently, you must transition your cat to strictly scheduled meals. Immediately after your vigorous, exhausting play session, serve your cat their final, most substantial meal of the entire day. By timing this calorie-dense meal to conclude just as you are retiring to your bed, you brilliantly utilize your cat's own biology to naturally promote sleep. The heavy meal triggers a massive metabolic shift toward digestion, inducing postprandial somnolence, a fancy scientific term for a deep, satisfying food coma. Following the meal, your cat will naturally transition into the groom phase to meticulously clean off the lingering scent of food. This rhythmic grooming activates their parasympathetic nervous system, which leads directly to the ultimate goal, the sleep phase. However, to completely ensure they never feel lonely when they inevitably wake up at 2 a.m. to use the litter box or stretch their legs, you must deploy the final, brilliant layer of this strategy, the midnight cache and scent security. Cats expertly navigate their world primarily through their sense of smell. A sleeping house can feel terribly isolating and frightening if it lacks comforting, familiar scents. To provide deep reassurance in the dark, create what we call scent soakers. Take a recently worn t-shirt or a soft, unwashed blanket that smells distinctly and strongly like you, and intentionally place it in their favorite resting spots or near your closed bedroom door. This provides a powerful form of scent continuity, offering immense emotional security when direct physical contact with you is simply not possible. Alongside this profound scent comfort, introduce a specialized nocturnal toy box. Right as you turn off the hallway lights, quietly leave out silent cognitive puzzles. Use a soft foraging mat or a simple cardboard box loaded with hidden treats. By making these special items exclusively available only during the dead of night, you give your cat an independent, highly rewarding job. When they wake up in the dark, they won't find a lonely, silent void. They will find an exciting, stimulating treasure hunt designed just for them. I must gently warn you, the transition to this perfect nighttime harmony will severely test your patience. When you first establish this routine and firmly shut your bedroom door, your cat may experience what behaviorists call an extinction burst. This is a highly frustrating period where their attention-seeking behavior temporarily worsens because their old tactics, meowing loudly, scratching the door, or knocking over your phone, are surprisingly no longer working. During this critical phase, you must boldly practice absolute non-responsiveness. If your cat attempts to wake you at 3 a.m., you must provide absolutely zero feedback. Do not scold them, do not affectionately pet them, and absolutely do not get up to feed them. Any reaction from you, even a highly negative one, instantly reinforces to your cat that their midnight behavior successfully controls you. Unwavering consistency over a period of 10 to 14 days will permanently extinguish these disruptive behaviors and successfully teach your cat their brand new sleep etiquette. When you fully commit to this one thing, the complete evening sequence of hunt, catch, kill, eat, groom, and the midnight cache, you are doing so much more than just reclaiming your own precious sleep. You are fundamentally and beautifully changing the way your cat experiences their environment. You are entirely eliminating their nighttime anxiety, effectively crushing their daily boredom, and permanently banishing their nocturnal loneliness. The very next time you look at your cat sleeping peacefully in the warm morning sun, you will undoubtedly feel a profound sense of awe. You will clearly understand that beneath that soft, heavily purring exterior beats the fierce heart of a wild hunter. A tiny, brilliant predator who loves and trusts you enough to align their wild rhythms with your own. By intentionally giving them structure, mental stimulation, and deep sense security, you are whispering a profound message of love in a language they truly understand. Sweet dreams to you and to your beautifully wild, deeply loved cat.